Scrimmage number 2 here inside Memorial Stadium on Saturday. I'm Matt Lothrop, joined with Sean Callahan. Sean, a week ago, Coach Riley was talking a lot about some inconsistencies, but he said efficiency a couple of times today.
Yeah, 12 of the 29 practices now in the books for Nebraska. And from what I've heard just talking to people after the scrimmage, offense had a huge day. Tanner Lee looked outstanding. He's just really operating this thing at a high level, getting playmakers involved. This offensive line had a good day as well, and that's what you kind of want to see by week 2. Week 1, I think you expect the defense to have the edge, and they did last week from all reports. Well, I think here as Nebraska wraps up their second of 3 scrimmages, offense kind of left here with their head high, and I know Mike Riley and his staff really liked where things are at.
Offense also getting a bit of a boost as Trey Bryant back at practice after sitting with some wear and tear on his knee. Coach Riley mentioned something kind of interesting. He said that right now the running back battle this next week will be really big in terms of separating one guy from the pack.
Yeah, you just get the sense that it's somewhat of a frustrating deal because they really want it to be easy. And running back hasn't been easy for Nebraska since Amir Abdullah left. I mean, they have had this kind of committee approach. Terrell Newby was the #1 guy the last 2 years, but they still worked in other players with him, and Newby never really emerged like Abdullah. And they haven't had a 1,000-yard back since Abdullah. And, you want to see that happen. And here we are 12 practices in, and they still don't know. And I think that is somewhat concerning because you want one of those 3 backs to emerge.
On the other side of the ball, Coach Riley saying defensively, Muhammad Berry really showing some growth. Where else defensively is this team kind of at through week 2 of camp?
Well, I think the depth and the competition has just gotten better across the board on the front 7. I think the secondary is the strength when you just look at that starting group, even without Chris Jones. I think they're really strong at safety with Joshua Kalu and Aaron Williams. I think Lamar Jackson, Eric Lee have had solid camps. And then, the front 7 at linebacker, Avery Roberts, Muhammad Berry, Tyron Ferguson, Luke Gifford. They have added depth behind what was considered that starting group. And, Luke Gifford may end up being a starter when it's all said and done.
One more week of practice before things start shifting to Arkansas State Prep for the season opener on September 2nd.